What's up, guys? So, quick update, and the reason why you guys haven't seen the Toyota on the channel at all. I ended up getting rid of the Toyota, but before all that happened, I got a really good deal on a 2004 Chevy pickup. So I ended up buying that. That was the extra money that I had to put into the Toyota to fix that thing up. So I ended up putting the Toyota on Facebook and selling that. I got some cash and a part trade for it. It actually worked out pretty good. Cash wise, even I made about $1,000 on it, and then I also have the trade on top of that. So just with that little bit of effort into the Toyota, yeah, made $1,000 on it. Then I had that Chevy, and my plan was to keep that. I kept it through hunting season, and then I posted that up for sale, and that ended up selling pretty quick. So I made a really good profit on that too. And so with that money, I ended up buying another Chevy, which is behind me here. It has bad transmission. At this point, it's a 2000. The transmissions are pretty expensive for them, so I'm thinking I might just pull the engine on this and scrap the rest of it. It's pretty beat up, but I got a pretty good deal on it, so I'm hoping just pulling the engine on it, I'll be able to make some money on that, and then scrap price, that's like $100 or something. Today, I ended up taking my truck to that mud run, the video that I made, and while I was trying to help someone out, pull them out of the hole, I ended up throwing the rod bearings in my truck. So today I'm going to be working on the Tacoma, pulling that engine out in my driveway and trying to get it on the engine stand in my garage. And hopefully that's all that happened. Hopefully just the bearings went bad on it. So that's what you'll be watching me do, and we'll tear it apart and see what happens. So I started on this last night. I got most of the wiring already taken off and out of the way. We're pretty much down to the exhaust. I'm bolting the exhaust, and then I got to get the bell housing bolts and then the motor mounts. So I don't really have a good angle to set up to watch me do this, so it'll just kind of be a quick overview from the back, and you'll see me just moving around the truck trying to get it unbolted. So we got disconnected. That's disconnected over there also. It's really tight up in there. I made that exhaust and I tried to make it as tight as possible because the axle's right there. But it makes it a pain in the butt to undo it. So now we have the fun part of getting our hand back there and undoing the bell housing bolts. So it's a tight fit, but it'll come out. It's just a pain in the butt. So after a bit of finagling around, got all the bell housing bolts out. The motor mount bolts, if it'll focus, are about ready to come out. So I think we're ready to pull it. I'm gonna hook the cherry picker up, lift it up a little bit, and then I can hopefully wiggle those bolts out and see if there's anything I forgot. Well, I already forgot something. Trying to pull this out. Those are my fuel lines. They're still connected. So before this engine's gonna come out, it's split from the bell housing and it's elevated. I gotta pull those fuel lines and then I'll be able to get it out of there. Well, we got it up in the air. As you can see, it's hitting the winch, and that's all that this cherry picker will go up. So two options: either let all the air out of the front of the tires, or I can unbolt the winch. The winch is wired up. I think it'll be easier just to let the air out of the tires. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully get this thing out of here. I don't know if you guys picked that up or not, but I got to looking at it and then remembered that this comes off the top of the winch. That was all I needed to get it out of there. Here's the engine. I'm gonna put it on my engine stand back there. And I'm actually gonna come in here, try and clean this up, probably paint it all black. Stuff that I didn't do when I was in a rush trying to get it done the first time. So here we go. I'm getting ready to pressure wash this. So I went through, like, that's my power steering, our steering box. That's taped over the inlet and outlet of that. And then that's my fuel lines. That's the heater core, and then just some holes through the firewall. Obviously it's not waterproof, but just trying to avoid flooding out places I don't want water in. So that's next. So for tonight, I think that's all I'm gonna do. Got it cleaned up. I gotta work on getting this wiring and stuff out of the way and start painting it all back up. That's where my computer mounts, and I don't really like it, so I think I'm gonna cut that out and rebuild it, come up with something new. But that'll be in another video. All right, thanks for watching.